Um, we got some numbers. You know, here I'm the numbers guy. I learned from Hokage highlights that niggas, y'all love when I roast people. Niggas don't even understand numbers when I bring it up. Hold up. I gotta highlight this one because this shit be making my head hurt. Which I think it was this one because I pinned
Numbers,
it.
Mason.
Here it is. So here on this stream, we talk numbers. And the funny thing about when we talk numbers is, for those who don't understand, I bring up numbers to point out the hypocrisy and the lying in the gaming community. We got Xbox fanboys, PlayStation fanboys, PC master race, Nintendo Luigi hat wearing ass niggas, all leaving nasty comments on developers' tweets, doing Twitter spaces, leaving nasty comments on YouTube videos, pretending to be pro gamers. But 60% of you niggas do not buy new games. Y'all play games that are 6 years or older. And I have it bookmarked. And I'm gonna start doing this every single time. I got the article bookmarked now, so all I gotta do is type in 60% on my damn web browser to bring it up, because motherfuckers swear I'm lying. But one thing I've never done is use data to prove whether or not a game is good. If I like a game, it's based off of my own recommendation and my own preferences. I've never used, because like niggas love to call me the DJ Academics of gaming. This nigga in the comments basically said I'm not, he said another way that I'm like academics is I use numbers to define whether or not a game is good or not. He said ACT defines good music off of sales, which he does do that a lot, yet TBH is defining games off the same metric. Hence the Xbox or Sony ponies don't buy games, so how can it be game of the year? I replied, except I've never said a game is good or bad because of sales. I use the numbers to expose all the pro gamers who don't play games. It's to expose all this corporate cheerleading when most aren't even buying games. And the sad part is I explain this every time I talk numbers. The conversations are to point out the hypocrisy and the lying, not the quality of said games. I say this every single time. It's getting to a point where I'm like, are y'all trolling? And then I have to remember like, yo, some of you are really that fucking stupid. They called you what? I've never said a game was bad because it sold bad. Matter of fact, the joke is PlayStation niggas don't buy games, but y'all claim that Final Fantasy VII Remake is the greatest game of all time. I bought the game. I said I liked the game. What are y'all talking about? Facts, damn near every Sony pony be screaming, but you said, it should be making my head hurt. So understand, when I bring this data up, it's just for conversation, and it's mostly to point out the hypocrisy in a lot of things. It's not to say whether or not a game is good or bad. I don't define that shit. I don't define whether or not a game is good or bad. Any art. That's one of the reasons why it's so hard to have a conversation about hip hop. Motherfuckers love to bring up sales. What does that have to do with the art? Most people have low intelligence. The sooner we accept this, the sooner your stress levels will go down. Yeah, we need that Snow Bunny badge, that Snow Bunny Hunter badge. Anyways, social and casual experiences command gaming revenue by 2028, says PwC. I don't know what PwC is. Released this week, Global Telecom and Entertainment and Media Outlook 2024 to 2028 names gaming among the fastest growing large sectors in the entertainment and media industry. It states that while the pace of this growth will decline as the segment matures, gaming will account for 9% of the entire market by 2028. The report, which considers 53 territories across North America, Europe, Middle East, Africa, Latin America, just say the whole goddamn world. Around 80 of the world's population claimed the superchargers for increased wealth over the next 4 years are social and casual gaming platforms. These accounted for 68.7% of overall revenue in 2023. They predicted to have a 76.4% share by 2028. Translation, the biggest group of gamers is casuals in the world, which doesn't surprise me because gaming has gone mainstream. It actually further backs up the 60% argument. I think COVID did something where gaming was already teetering towards mainstream. I think it started, you could argue, with Modern Warfare, the original Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2. That was the first time I feel like gaming really started to cross over And then I think COVID and Fortnite really helped take it to like another level. And it will continue to grow into the mainstream where, you know, there are people who only know Call of Duty, they know Mario, and they know like Fortnite. That's all they know. So a lot of these numbers are going to be skewed. And because of it, a lot more people I think are going to identify themselves as gamers, but they never played a Sekiro or a Lies of P. They never played a Zelda. And that's okay. I'm not going to take it away from them. But we have to be on watch because a lot of these people love to watch the Rad Brad and then come into a stream and tell you how to play a game. That's always been my stance. I don't give a fuck if you're a casual gamer. Enjoy your games. I'm not a gatekeeper. I think it's great what Kai did. Because to me, he's a casual gamer, but I think it's great that he streamed Elden Ring. It opened up a lot of casual eyes to something new. Like, wow, I can get 100 hours of great content for $40 instead of paying $100 to get a 60 overall in fucking 2K. I think it's great. Now, I'm not going to lie. I think it's a little crazy. He spent 60 hours on Radon, but hey, at least he beat it. That's more than some of you niggas, bro. So like I say that we have to be on fraud watch. We have to be on fraud watch. It's cool if you enjoy games. Just don't come over here. If all you play is GTA roleplay, don't come over here and tell me how to beat a Lies of P boss, okay? That's all I ask. That's always been my stance on things. Just stop. And I think it has something to do with the internet and FOMO. Everybody wants to be part of the conversation. Everybody wants to be more qualified than what they actually are. And this has nothing to do with gaming. I mean, you see this bleeds into every aspect of life. How many times have you had a conversation about, I don't know, religion, politics, something, I don't know, basketball, and you got that one friend that jumps in and just gives some outrageous claim, and like you could tell they really ain't keeping up with what's going on in the space. I have no problem saying I am a casual. I used to be a hardcore basketball fan, but as you get older, you have less time to watch games. So like now I'm more of a casual. I go to maybe one game a year. I used to be a season ticket holder for the Wizards. I used to really go to games. Granted, being a season ticket holder for the Wizards is pretty cheap, but you get the point. You get your priority shift. I was gonna say you in basketball. Now, you know, I go to a game once or twice a year. Also, the Wizards aren't good, so you're not missing much. Yeah, it's a nice $20 deal. I have no problem saying I'm a casual or something. I don't sit here and flex on anything. The only thing I'm really passionate about, I am passionate about USA basketball. Fucking that communist. Well, he's on communist watch. Fucking Joel Embiid. We're watching him. Nope. No old head is the problem, TV. I guess. I fucking guess. But yeah, very interesting. I am curious with this data. Now that we know by 2028, the casuals will make up the majority of the big spenders in gaming. I will say another way to interpret this data, I am curious of how this is going to change gaming as a whole. I am concerned that the heads of CEO and Take-Two and just all these money, Activision, all these money hungry companies, I am curious if they are just going to be data driven and just cater to the casual audience. Are we going to see a decline in creativity in our single player games and our multiplayer games because of it? Because they're just trying to create the next game where they can pump out skins. That would be my concern. It'd be doomsday if that happens. Because I don't care what nobody says. It doesn't matter how mainstream gaming becomes. The hardcore will always be the dictators. The casuals still look to what the hardcore is saying. And don't ever forget that. You said TVH and DJ Academic stream at the same time. The simulation is real. I'm doing 2 streams at once, bruh. It went all downhill when Halo added Sprint. I guess. I guess. For those of you unaware, I read this one already. Space Marine 2. It's a really cool game. looks like a mix between Gears of War and like that big zombie shooter that came out a few years ago. It's coming out in September. An old build leaked online. Some hackers, I guess, got into their database and they leaked an old build online. You can play the whole game through, but apparently the studio says this is a year-old build that doesn't represent the final game. So not only would you be stealing the game, but you'd be running an unoptimized, unfinished version of the game. So, I mean, yeah, I'm against this anyway. But just know, if you're into that pirated bullshit, you're not even playing anything remotely close to the finished product. Respect the developers. Like, matter of fact, I uploaded a video. It's very interesting how many people don't understand game development. What's the name? The video I uploaded today about Wukong, somebody left a comment. Because in that video, if he was in the stream last week, I was talking about how Wukong is a boss rush game. It is, but like some people are saying it is. And I'm a little concerned with that because I personally don't want to play a boss rush game. And somebody left a comment. He was like, that's disappointing to hear. He's like, first Wolverine was looking shaky and now this. And I'm like, Wolverine? There are a lot of people out there that are judging the Wolverine leaked gameplay. If a build leaks and it's an early build, you can't like look at it and try to get an idea. If you see it, you see it. Look at it. I looked at the Wolverine footage and I said, I see where they're going with this, but like there's obviously a lot of unfinished things here, so I'm not going to judge it too hard. But like, there was a lot of people that like, it might fuck with the sales of Wolverine. They don't understand game development. And like, I actually feel kind of bad for Insomniac now because we don't know if it's going to be a good game or not. They haven't been given the chance to showcase things in a controlled manner, like how they want to. People are looking like, this shit look like trash, bro. They are slow. But the unfortunate thing is like slow people have influence. There are a lot of slow influencers out there, man. There are a lot. It's a dangerous world. The Village Idiot got a voice now. I'm all for throwing dirt on the Village Idiot, muffling that fire before it even becomes a wildfire. But the problem is there are more Village Idiots than there are intelligent people. I think I read somewhere that really like only like 10% of the world's population is like considered intelligent, which is like kind of hard. I would love to know like the study behind that. Like, how do you gauge that? Because intelligence is relative to what you're talking about. I seem intelligent because I talk about things that I understand. But if you ask me about some shit that I don't understand, I'm gonna look like a dumbass. So it's all like I would love to know what's the study behind that. But then I sit there and I think about it. I'm like, there might be some truth to it because the older I get, I'm just like, yo, what are you talking about, dude? Slow spenders are popping up 2K with the season pass. You think Assassin's Creed Shadows is getting canceled? No. Remember, guys, the internet is not the real world. Remember, hold up. Let's see, Hogwarts. Remember last year, Hogwarts Legacy was supposed to be canceled. The internet hated it. People said they weren't going to support it on Twitter. And it got lots of retweets, hundreds of thousands of retweets, millions of impressions. Best-selling game of last year. Not Baldur's Gate 3. Not Alan Wake 2. Not Resident Evil 4 Remake. And all the other amazing games that came out in 2023. The best-selling game was an average at best Hogwarts Legacy. So you say, do I think Assassin's Creed is going to get canceled? No, the internet is not the real place. They just be on the internet yapping about DEI and woke. No DEI. It's a crazy take to call someone a bigot for playing a wizard game. Shit, I'm not gonna lie. I'm one of those people. I don't give a fuck with the internet. I'm a grown man. You can't tell me how to spend my money. If I don't want to spend it, it's because I don't want to spend it. Salute to the gaming community. Dialing it back to the 2K community. So for those of you who missed the stream last week, Apex Legends, they introduced a new thing for the latest season 22, I believe, where they're implementing 2 battle passes into the season. So you know how there's rank splits, part 1 is and then part 2, they're now splitting the battle pass and you have to pay for 2 battle passes in one season. And the way they try to justify it is you get more crafting materials, but Overall, it's still more expensive. People are not fucking with it. And because of it, Apex Legends has been getting review bombed. I said last week, this is going to kill the game. Not right away, but I think within the next season or two, it's probably going to kill it. It was already on the decline, and this was like the final nail in the coffin. If I had to take an educated guess, they're probably going to try to backtrack next season. Like because these type of things take a long time to plan. You can't just reverse it. So like, I think next season, they're going to try to go back to the old way of just one battle pass, but the damage is done. You can apologize, but we aren't going to forget you tried to fuck us without our consent. So like, and now I salute to the Apex community. Salute to the what was the Space Marine? Not the Space Marine. What was the Space Bugs game? They did it too. They fought back. It seems like it's every community. Helldivers, yeah. Salute to the Helldivers community. It seems like it's every fucking community but 2K. And regardless if you succeed or not, because Helldivers has had some struggles still, at least they tried. You don't have to play this shit. There are more games. We have a very unique problem. There are more games than ever to play. There's more competition than ever to play. You don't have to continue to get fucked. I'm starting to think you like that shit. Starting to think you like that shit. I feel like their next move has to be Titans now. Yes. The one positive thing that could come from this is Apex gets burned to the ground, and from the ashes, the phoenix known as Titanfall 3 rises. You are... You said them niggas got a fetish? Yeah. 2K niggas might have a fetish. They might have a fetish. From the ashes, Titan. Like, I feel like that's the only way we will forgive you. Yeah. Drop that Titanfall. You saying they fans? They fans. So shout out to the Apex community. Continue to review bomb that shit. Continue not to play it. Continue not to buy shit. Fuck you, EA. That's what I like to see. They have a humiliation kink. Yeah. It's because of the content creators. 2K creators stop playing and people try and fill voids, which counteracts the boycott. It's a crabs in a bucket mentality. Instead of like sticking together, what happens is like you will, because there are creators in the community in 2K that'll boycott, but what happens is there are smaller or mid-tier creators. I don't even want to say size. They're just creators. They look at it as an opportunity. Oh, this nigga ain't making 2K content anymore. I'm gonna fill a void. Like, no, you need to get on. Like, this is for the community. People only thinking about themselves. They're only thinking about themselves. I mean, Titans in a new map in Apex, but Titanfall 3. No. We need Titanfall 3. The reviews for Flintlock have come out. The average overall Metacritic score is a 70 overall, 4 out of 5s, 8, 7, 6. Reviews are mixed. I've been playing it. The review embargo lifted yesterday, so I mean, I could talk about it. I've been playing it. I'll probably stream it tomorrow. I got like 4 or 5 hours on it. I give it like a 7 out of 10. I think it's a fair score. It's a Game Pass game. It's a good game. It's like Elden Ring meets Mario. It's got a lot of platforming in it with like Souls-like combat, but more fast-paced, not as hard. It's like Jedi Survivor in terms of difficulty. I will say it's a little janky. I countered several bugs in like my first hour. So it lacks. It's a double A game. And as long as you understand that, I think you'll have a good time. Accept it for what it is. It's a Game Pass game. It's a good game. It's what I thought it would be. And I'll stream it. I'm gonna stream it this week. Nice looking combat, but a bit clunky. Yeah, I agree. The parry system is it's a little clunky. I don't feel like it's always responsive. But I do like what they did with because in this game, when you get runes for killing people, they have like a betting system where like your runes, the percentage, it like increases a little bit every time you kill somebody. But if you get hit, you lose it. So it's got like this risk reward system. I like that. This cash out system. Is it optimized? It is. On Xbox, it is. I watched Ethos play it on stream yesterday. He said it was optimized on PC. So like if you have Game Pass, go for it. I would say try it. If you don't, I'd say wait for it for when it's on sale. But it is a cool game. It is a cool game. Wait for it. It's not. I don't think it's worth 70 or however much it is. Wait for it to be on sale if you don't have Game Pass. What's the next game you're looking forward to? Wukong. Wukong. It runs well on PS5. There you go too. On Xbox and PS5, it has a performance mode, so it runs at 60. It's been revealed for all the crybabies out there. The new Zelda game. Echoes of Wisdom Age. It'd be the first Zelda game where you play as Zelda in Legend of Zelda. People were crying about that. Turns out you'll also be able to play as Link. I already read this article. I don't have anything else to say. So yeah, you'll be able to play as Link. Just so you know. Yo, shout out to Jory with the sub. Appreciate it. And last but not least, if you're into Flash over Substance, Xbox has a new game. I mean, a new controller, because there's a new in the spirit of the release of Deadpool and Wolverine. You can get the Deadpool controller, which gives it ass cheeks. How much is this shit going for? The cheeky controller design, freaky ass controller. I don't know why anybody would want this. It looks very uncomfortable, but hey, if you want to spend the money. Oh, it's for a giveaway? Okay, my fault. That's good they're not charging for this then. So basically, it's not meant to be used. This is more of a decoration if you want a fat ass on your desk. Repost the official Xbox sweepstakes post on X for a chance to win. You know somebody gonna probably try to sell this shit though. If anybody wants to win it, where's the tweet at? The BBL controller. My question is, why is Marvel branching to each platform? What do you mean? Why is that an issue? Where's the actual tweet at for anybody who wants to enter? Here you go. If y'all want the BBL controller, here you go. They're gonna be charging $1,000 on eBay for that shit. There's where you go. So that's what I got for you on that batch of articles.